Hey guys, Now19 here with my review for episode 9 of Legend of Korra Beyond the Wilds. Now, as usual, I'm going to give you a recap of the episode, give you my overall rating, and write down to my top 5 moments. So, starting with the recap, in Republic City, Fire Lord Asami and Tenzin refused to endorse Raiko's proposed offensive against Kuvira even after Bolin and Varrick bring word of her vine weapons research. Spirit vines attack Janora and others, trapping them in the spirit world, and Korra's attempt to rescue them is thwarted by Zaheer's apparition. As she faces him in his prison, he agrees to help her defeat Kuvira and leads Korra into the spirit world, where Rava helps her release the captive spirits. Meanwhile, Bolin attempts and fails to make up with Opal, who is set on rescuing her family with Lin. So, overall, I'm giving this episode a 9.5. Everyone's now learning about Kuvira's intentions and they're just preparing for the inevitable battle. We have Varrick and Asami working together to build a weapon that will be used against Kuvira's army. I feel like they're going to create a more powerful EMP, electromagnetic pulse, that will shut down all of Kuvira's weaponry. So that's just an easy thing to do, and it doesn't really take a lot of time. At least it does, but he's just going to have to create one with a magnitude to reach out to Kuvira's entire army, so that way the problem will be resolved. But I feel like it's not going to be resolved that quickly. I feel like there's something else that is going to happen. Like her entire spirit vine weapon thing doesn't shut down. Like, something happens to it that doesn't allow it to shut down. So that is the only weapon that they are facing off against. So, they're just going to have to think of another thing to use against Kuvira's spirit vine weapon. So, with Zaheer returning, I just loved the fact that Mike and Brian had brought him back. I always wanted Korra's enemies to come back some way, somehow in, the next seasons, but they're all dead. Zaheer is one of my favorite Korra villains. He's tied with Mon as best Korra villain, but I just loved the fact that Zaheer was willing to help Korra out. I just really love the thing of how heroes go to their former enemies for advice. They had certain differences, but there's a new villain that comes along and they both don't like him or her, and they try to work together. They have a common interest to defeat this enemy who they both seem as someone who needs to be taken down. A perfect example of this, or at least it hasn't been brought up, would be Oliver going to Slade for advice on how to defeat Ra's al Ghul. It would be really cool if Slade and Oliver had teamed up, but that's something you would see with Merlin and Oliver. Merlin and Oliver teaming up to defeat Ra's al Ghul. So, that is just a perfect example of what I was just talking about. So, now some of the top 5 moments, starting with number 5, Bolin joins Opal on her mission to rescue her family.
Secret mission with us.
Where to?
Zaofu. We're going to rescue my family.
Number 4, Varrick and Asami work together to create a weapon to be used against Kuvira's army.
I'll help. But don't even think about double-crossing me again.
Ow.
Number 3, Kuvira's plans are revealed to everyone.
And let me guess, it has something to do with spirit vines.
Yes, how did you know?
I saw a vision of her taking spirit vines from the swamp.
If she figures out how to harness their power, we are all doomed.
Number 2, Bolin reunites with Team Avatar.
And Bolin, you're not an idiot. You were just doing what you thought was right.
Oh, I love you guys. And I really want to hug again.
And my number 1 moment, Zaheer returns.
I figured you would show up sooner or later.
So that is it for my review for episode 9 of Legend of Korra. What did you guys think? Did you like this episode? Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, I'll be doing reviews for all episodes of Legend of Korra this season. There are only a couple of episodes left, so you don't want to miss out. Be sure to subscribe to catch them. Subscribe to my other channel, Jedi Alpha 50, for fandom vids on Arrow, DC Comics, and more. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr for updates on Legend of Korra, Arrow, The Flash, and more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.